Sorry for the bad lighting, but I have to do this in the kitchen. So, a no-bake dessert. Impossible, you say? Not only possible, but delicious. So you're going to take an 8x8 pan. If you are doing this for a bigger gathering, then you'll want to use a bigger pan. But for my small gathering that I'm taking this to, I'm guessing it's going to be small, I only need to do an 8x8 pan. And also, I'm not sure who all is going to eat this. So you just take ice cream sandwiches. I got Friendly's made with milk. My connection is unstable. This is still working. And you just put them, use lines of the pan with them, like that. I know it says it's not made for kids, but seriously, this recipe is so easy and no risk of kids hurting themselves with how you could probably make this with your kids. Seriously. If I had my niece today, she'd probably be wanting to help me make this. And I would totally let her. So just take the wrapper off. Just line your pan with them. Real easy. If your husband doesn't do a lot of the baking or cooking in the house and you need him to help you with this, so easy, even a non-baking husband could do it. I would get 2 boxes of ice cream sandwiches just to make sure you have enough. I probably should have gotten 3 boxes, actually. I might have to modify my recipe a little bit because I should have gotten 3 boxes, and I didn't. I thought 2. Okay. You might have to cut the ice cream sandwiches to fit, and that is okay. If you need to cut them to fit them, do that. So I'm just going to cut this one in there. The box. The most time consuming is just cutting stuff for this recipe. That's the most time consuming part. Like I said, it's ice cream, so you might have some melting issues. So until I need these again, I'm going to put them back in the freezer so they don't melt too much. Okay. So now you have your first layer done. Doesn't that look delicious? I'm not making a chocolate though. You want to get your Cool Whip. Now, I said Cool Whip, and when I say Cool Whip, I mean Cool Whip, not that Ready Whip crap. You want this to be Cool Whip, not Ready Whip. I don't care if you're like, well, Carrie, all I use is Ready Whip. Not for this recipe. We're not going to use that stuff for this recipe. This recipe is a Cool Whip only. If you use Reddi-wip, then this recipe is not for you. You have to use Cool Whip for this recipe, or trust me, it will not look right. And probably won't taste that good. I used Reddi-wip in my younger years when I didn't know any better. Trust me, Cool Whip is the healthier and better way to go. But really, the brand of Cool Whip does not matter if you make sure it is Cool Whip. So, you're going to get a knife or a spoon. Doesn't really matter. I have these really cool icing utensils, so. And you just scoop it on to your ice cream sandwiches, and then you just smooth it out like you're icing a cake. And you can put as much or as little on as you want. And, it doesn't have to be even when you spread it out. It doesn't have to look pretty. Unless you've got a family that's going to get on your case if you're making this for a family function. I know my family reunion is coming up in about 2 weeks. And I'm probably not going. It's my dad's side of the family and mom's side of the family. There's not enough of us to do a family reunion. But, yeah. So, like I said, as much as little as you want, that's all you put on. And now I'm going to get my strawberries. Now you can use candy if you want to. I'm not going to. Because I don't want to. But you can definitely use candy like M&M's, or I did Camper Cups one time for my dad. David? I'm just going to have noodles and sauce.
Maybe throw a vegetable or something in
If I can find one. Sorry, guys. Spray ball for washing my fruit was defective. So that took a little longer. And the raspberries I was going to use went bad. So I should have only bought them a week early, not 2 weeks early. Okay, so you don't use cutting boards, it's up to you. I use cutting boards. Sorry, guys. I think the kitchen is a mess. I haven't worked on it I haven't worked on dishes yet today because it's a Friday. It's a holiday and I didn't feel like it. Alright, so you take your strawberries. I'm sure everyone knows how to, you cut the top off of strawberry and cut any bad parts off there is. Now, some people will cut a strawberry so it circles. For this recipe, I don't care how you cut your strawberries. I'm going to do slices like this. And you just place them wherever you want. And you do the same thing with the candies. You choose to use candy. I actually made this cake a few years ago when I found out about this cake. I think I found out this cake I found out this cake from a friend of mine. And I made it for my dad's birthday. And my dad likes peanut butter cups. And so I made it with peanut butter cups. And my dad said it was like too much sweet. So if you're making this for like, I know today is the 4th of July, but if you're making this for like a 4th of July party, like next year, you can use strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries to make it more like patriotic. And I actually am making this for a 4th of July party. We're just celebrating tomorrow, not today. So, but I can't have blueberries, so that's why I'm not using blueberries. Blueberries and me don't get along. I actually had a food intolerance to them, which my mom had the same food intolerance before she died. So she didn't die from eating blueberries. She died from Parkinson's. But I actually made this cake for my husband's birthday at one point, and I think I used candy and fruit, which you can do that too. But white and red, it's somewhat patriotic. Like, obviously, with the knife part, you want to be careful if you're making this with your kids. Obviously, don't let them use a knife, depending on their age. Like my niece, if she was making this with me, I would not be letting her use a knife. She's only 8 years old, and she's not the most responsible kid in the world. I mean, she's right on target for being 8, but she's a little naive, so I don't think I trust her with a knife yet. Oh, I have 2 people watching. Hello, happy 4th of July to you guys. I'm glad you guys are watching. Recipe day. I love recipe days. They're so much fun. So I actually got to see my stepmother today. I didn't know I was going to be seeing her. My dad and my brother went to the Heritage Center today. I hope they had a fun time. I'm sure they did. I haven't been there in a long time. It's been a while. It was the last time I went. So we're going to need more in just a minute, but I'm going to stop right now. So once you have your strawberries all like that, doesn't that look so pretty, guys? It's so cool. My grandma about this recipe, but she says sometimes her box mixes don't even get. So you just scoop more of this lovely Cool Whip on. Like I said, Cool Whip, not Ready Whip. We don't use that crap on this channel. So happy 4th of July to everyone, but especially a happy 4th of July to all our serving men and women and past serving men and women. My husband is actually in the National Guard for 6 years, so really happy that he's out. Drill put a real strain on our marriage, but we're doing a lot. We're doing great now. I mean, our relationship is wonderful and wonderful. Like I said, it doesn't have to be pretty. Just has to be there, so that's how it should go. Right? Strawberries completely, you can do that. Alright, so now I'm going to get the ice cream sandwiches back out of the freezer. So, I'm going to get that. I'll get that one out when I need it. And you're just going to do exactly what we did in the pot. Do our first step all over again. Real easy, like I said, guys. Isn't this like real easy? totally easy. Just do exactly what we did on the bottom. You can even land the opposite way if you want. That's what I'm doing, but you don't have to do that. You can refer to the first step exactly like what you did on the bottom. I'm laying them a different way just because I think it'd be interesting. And I seriously should have gotten a third box. This might not work out the exact way I want it to, but we'll see what happens. I might have just enough. I have not made this in like forever, which is why I didn't know like how much to get of everything. I actually have a whole other tub of Cool Whip in the fridge that I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with. But it does say right on the lid that you can eat it like ice cream, so maybe that's what we'll do, or maybe I'll make cookies or something, or look at a recipe online that I can use that I can do with Cool Whip. Maybe I'll get more ice cream sandwiches and make a whole nother cake. Alright, so we're gonna cut up. Actually, I might not need to. I got an idea. Probably won't work the best, but just gonna slap that in there. Looks good. And then grab this one and cut it right there. It doesn't cover the whole pan, but you know what? It's good enough. Right? You take that lovely Cool Whip, not Ready Whip. Can't stress that not Ready Whip enough, guys. Do we even like get a can sometime? Well, don't take a can, but like just go to the grocery store, pick up a can, and look at the can and don't buy it. I mean, there's like actually plastic in that stuff. It's disgusting. It won't say plastic, but just look at what some of those words mean. Like take an index card or something, or your phone, take a picture of it with your phone, and then look up some of those words. It's disgusting what some of those words are. Okay. And then you're going to cut up some more of your strawberries. I have a big gap in my cake, but I don't care. It's going to taste delicious. And anyone who does not taste it, well, you're going to miss out on some really good cake. I don't have toothpicks, so it might get a little messed up. So I'm going to put foil on it before I put it back into the freezer. And like if you have all this like cut up ahead of time, it actually does not take that long to assemble. I just didn't cut them up ahead of time because I figured while I was cutting stuff up, I could tell you guys stuff. So yeah. I know I'm not wearing red, white, and blue today because this morning we went over to my dad's house. I wanted to show Dave the kittens, and I had something I had to drop off for my brother. But my stepmother was there because they just went to the Heritage Center today. And I'm going to see her tomorrow too. I'm having breakfast with her. So I try to do that at least once a month, to have a good relationship with her, I had I was very close to my biological mother before she died. So I kind of want to have that same relationship with my stepmother. So I like that relationship with my stepsister, but I don't know. Baby steps, I guess. My dad hasn't even been married for a year yet, so baby steps right now. Just baby steps. Okay, I'm not good at all. Like I said, I should have gotten this fruit only like a week early, but I was feeling ambitious. So there's a tip. If you're going to do this recipe, get your fruit the week you're going to be doing it, not the week before. Okay. If you want to, you don't have to do this. I'm going to do it because I have extra strawberries. Don't have many, just 2 extra. If you have a gap, just put a little extra strawberries there. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Good stuff. Strawberries are healthy. Of course, I do have some nieces and nephews that are picky eaters, but who knows? They even then, they will eat this. Just tell them it's ice cream, right? Alright, guys. So I'm going to clean this up in a bit. But I gotta show you the finished product. There it is. Ice cream sandwich cake. Doesn't that look so good? And best thing is, guys, you don't have to put it in the oven and heat up your house. I have central air, but maybe you don't. And maybe it's really hot where you live in your house, like Florida, Arizona, Alabama, or even in Pennsylvania these days. But if you live somewhere where it is so hot in your house and you're not lucky enough like me to have central air, and you don't want to heat up your oven because it'll make it too hot in your house, no baking required, no heat required. So, and trust me, it's good. So, I hope you guys have a great rest of your 4th. I hope that you have a lot of fireworks. And I hope that you guys have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys on Monday. The rest of the recipe is all you have to do is cover it with foil and put it in your freezer. So enjoy.